Greetings. This is the one you've known as Jesus the Christ. When you're going through a crisis, negativity is an indulgence you can't afford. There's no room for negative stories, self-pity, hopelessness, fear, guilt, regret, resentment, revenge, or anger. You have to find another way to cope than indulging in these, because they'll take you down. People who've successfully faced extreme situations got by not indulging in mental and emotional negativity. They also learned to take one moment at a time and focus their attention on whatever was in front of them, not farther down the road. What you focus your attention on is critical, because your attention is like a spotlight. Whatever you turn it toward becomes your experience, your reality. If you turn it toward something unreal, such as the ego's fears, negative feelings, or its coulds and shoulds, the ego's world will become your reality. Your fears, other feelings, and mistaken beliefs will seem real. But if you give your attention to what is actually real, here and now, and not to any unnecessary thoughts, you'll gain access to every resource you need to cope with this moment, which is all you ever need. Trying to cope with imagined future moments or change moments that have already passed is fruitless and a waste of energy. More importantly, if your focus is on the past or the future, you won't have access to the hero's, your best self's qualities, which are only available in the here and now. For this reason, staying present is the key to getting through any challenge and also to being happy. You can get through anything if you take one moment at a time. For example, if you have to have surgery, you get up that morning and get ready. How difficult is it to take a shower and put your clothes on? How difficult is it to drive to the hospital? How difficult is it to wait in the waiting room? How difficult is it to get wheeled into the operating room? How difficult is it to be anesthetized? How difficult is it to wake up in the hospital bed afterwards? You get the picture. The only way any of these moments can be difficult is if your fears and worries make them so. One moment at a time is all reality ever is. One slice of time, gone in an instant, and replaced by another slice of time. All you ever have to do is get through that one slice of time. Most slices are ordinary, and what to do is obvious. Only a relatively few moments are intense or crisis-ridden, and even those pass quickly into something else. Even with those, what to do is often obvious. The mind makes life complicated and unpleasant by fearing, doubting, and obsessing about every possibility and option, while most moments can be handled easily enough without much thought. People think they have to figure out what to do in imagined future moments, but the hero lets the future take care of itself, because he knows the future never actually arrives. In reality, all there ever is one moment moving naturally and gracefully into the next, with or without the mind's ceaseless thoughts. The mind thinks it has to manage every moment, or life will go nowhere or fall apart, while quite the opposite is true. The more the mind is involved in trying to manage life, the more complicated and trying life becomes. The intellect is not the problem, but rather the aspect of the mind that's been co-opted by the ego, the voice in your head. It is the voice of self-doubt, hysteria, fear, anger, judgment, and blame. How can it possibly manage your life well? The stories people tell about what they're going through make life more difficult than it needs to be. When people tell a story defining their experiences as terrible, that story becomes their experience. Words are powerful because they determine your inner experience, and your inner experience becomes your experience. Focusing on a story creates feelings, which are an inner experience, and that inner experience overshadows reality, the actual present moment experience. You become lost in an unreal inner world and out of touch with what is real right in front of you. People live in an internal world of their own making, created by their stories. This internal world is the world of the ego, and it's maintained by the thought stream. If you stop believing this thought stream, you land in reality and have a very different experience of life. In reality, there is just this moment and nothing else. This is the enlightened human's experience. It is the experience of the eternal now, of life at its truest and most real. In any moment, there might be something to do or say, but there's no problem because there's no story. No good-bad duality exists either, because that duality and every other one are the mind's machinations. Without such dualities, desires drop away, and with them, fear. In the moment, there is only what is, and the hero considers that to be good. It is all good, all God, and what would be the point of seeing it any other way? Why would you choose to suffer when you see that you don't have to? Once you learn the secret to happiness, you don't go back to being unhappy, except when you've been temporarily taken in by the thought stream. It is your destiny to live in the moment and leave the false reality behind. It is your destiny to be happy. One of the most powerful tools the awakening hero has is gratitude. It's the way out of discouragement, despair, and every other difficult emotion. The hero learns to feel gratitude throughout the day for the wonderful little things in life that are such a gift and so often taken for granted by the ego. The sun is shining. Deep gratitude. Another day on this amazing planet. Deep gratitude. The bird's song. Deep gratitude. Another day with a beloved dog. Deep gratitude. A good night's sleep. Deep gratitude. The ability to walk and talk and do things. Deep gratitude. Meeting with a good friend. Deep gratitude. A fly's ability to cling to the ceiling. The bird's ability to fly. The sky's ability to rain. Awe and wonder. These and countless other things are reasons for ongoing gratitude. This is life, these simple things. Life is full of wonders, and they are there just for you, for your pleasure. This and every moment is replete with them, and complete. Gratitude opens the heart and makes all other qualities of your true nature accessible. The feeling of gratitude is a feeling of happiness, love, and peace. The fact that you can create these positive feelings by simply noticing or naming what you're grateful for makes the practice of gratitude a very handy and powerful tool for your transformation. It takes little time to notice or name what you're grateful for. When practiced daily, this can become a way of being in the world. Instead of giving your attention to the thought stream, try noticing and naming what you're grateful for throughout your day, and this will change your life. A potent formula for happiness is to replace thinking about yourself with gratitude. No matter what kind of challenge you're experiencing, gratitude and a recognition of the greater reality surrounding that difficulty will help you cope with it. There's much more to any moment than whatever may be unpleasant about it, and always much to be grateful for. Even when it seems like your life is falling apart, the sun still shines, the birds still sing, you still have the capacity to love, people are still kind, and beauty is still everywhere. The same wondrous world exists and is there to support you. If you're experiencing physical pain, notice what's here besides the pain and your thoughts and feelings about it. What else is here that you can be grateful for? If you're experiencing sadness, anger, hurt, or any other unpleasant emotion, notice what else is here that you can be grateful for. If you're caught in memories of the past or fears of the future, notice what you can be grateful for right now. What else is here besides the story of your difficulty? What are you seeing, hearing, sensing, and intuiting? Notice the subtle experience of your divine self rejoicing in life just as it is. You can always be grateful that whatever you're experiencing isn't more challenging than it is, that the headache isn't worse, that you broke only one leg, that you are as young as you'll ever be, that you have what you do have. Gratitude is a practice of seeing the glass as half full instead of half empty. It's a matter of acknowledging what is here instead of focusing on what is not. What is here is real. What is not here is not real. What resources are here? What support is here? What love is here? What beauty is here? What peace is here? You can even be grateful for the challenge, because that has its gifts. The greatest gifts are born from the greatest challenges, in no other way, really. In this world, growth is accomplished through trials, and this has to be accepted, or you'll suffer more than you need to. No one escapes challenges. The hero knows this and doesn't take them personally. They happen to everyone, and even they are good. The hero asks, "How might this challenge be serving my growth?" He might not have an answer right away, but the question reframes the experience, turning the so-called curse into a blessing. If God is good and goodness is behind life, then even difficult situations must have their usefulness, and so they do. If you've lived long enough, you've realized the transformative power of challenges. Being sick makes you appreciate being well. Losing someone reveals the strength of your love for that person and of love in general, and the eternalness of that love. Having little shows you that happiness doesn't depend on having, but on being. Losing your possessions reveals what you possess that can't be taken away. Getting old humbles you, softens your heart, and teaches you what true beauty is. Making mistakes makes you wise. Death shows you that you're not your body. Furthermore, all of these challenges increase your compassion. Life is so good that it even gives you gifts while it gives you hardships. Your greatest resource is something you might not even be aware of. It's what is aware of everything you're aware of. What is aware of a thought? What is aware of a feeling? This is a great mystery, isn't it? That which is aware, that which is looking out of your eyes and living your life, is who you really are. You know it well. It's been with you all your life, and without it, all experience would be impossible. You would be impossible. It's so close to you that it's easily overlooked. Like a fish that doesn't know it lives in water, you don't notice the real you. It remains the silent watcher and experiencer of all you do. In the here and now, you discover what a hero you actually are. That aware, spacious being that's looking out of your eyes is always in perfect equanimity and perfect peace. Flowing from that space is love, compassion, gratitude, and acceptance. This mysterious space that you are has qualities, and they are those of the hero. The hero is not so substantial after all. It is not a he or a she, young or old, fat or thin, single or married. To be seen, the hero must wear a costume, but the hero is not the costume, any more than an actor is what he or she pretends to be. The real you is what animates the character you're playing, and it is formless. What is even more miraculous is that this hero is the same inside every human being. You are this hero, and so is everyone else. The same essence is behind every costume, living every life. This great mystical truth is not actually hidden very well, and at the end of the hero's sojourns on earth, it is not hidden at all. This is why the hero is able to be so happy and carefree, even under duress, because the truth about life is very good indeed. It couldn't be better. Life is a celebration of life, or it can be. Thank you for being here. I am with you always.